What Are You Living For? By Harry Todd. What are you living for? What is your goal in life? Are you living just for self, your family, or your wife? Are you living just for money and a life of ease? Living just for pleasure and doing as you please? Are you living for the weekend so you can run and play, not thinking of eternity, but only of today? Are you living just for fortune? Are you living just for fame? Gain the world and lose your soul, then just what would you gain? Is your goal a finer house, a larger boat, a fishing rod? In the Bible we are told, seek first the kingdom of God. If your treasures are on earth, but the gospel you have spurned, where will your treasures be when this earth will be burned? So what are you living for? What will the ending be? Stop and make plans now where you'll spend eternity. I recently came across this poem, and it hit me in the feels pretty hard. So I knew this was a topic I needed to hear and contemplate at that exact moment. Not because I don't know where I'm spending eternally. Thankfully, God has me covered. But it did make me think about, what am I living for? It's interesting that this thought has popped up in my brain hundreds of times over many years, and it has caused me to move a lot, change jobs often. I've often always felt disconnected in my life. Can anyone else relate to this? I mean, I had great jobs, nice places to live, nice cars, good friends, yet something was always missing. What I realized is that I wasn't living my purpose, or more precisely, God's purpose. But what is God's purpose? How do I know what God's purpose is? So I read my Bible, searched, prayed, nonstop for days, and then, as if God literally shook me awake, it dawned on me. God's purpose is to just let Him work through me. However and whatever that looks like, I don't know. But I needed to just be an open vessel for God to work through me. Have you ever had a conversation and it seemed like you were all of a sudden insightful where you may not normally be? Give advice that just seems perfect at the right time? Reach out to someone because they are just suddenly on your mind? These are the ways that God works through you. It's the little things daily that you allow yourself to be a vessel for God to work through. Sometimes it is stepping out of your comfort zone, like starting a YouTube channel not knowing what the heck you're doing, but trusting God will use you where He needs to. So, how do you know if you are living outside of God's purpose? The best way I can explain it for myself is that it feels uncomfortable, like you have a nagging feeling that something isn't right. I can give you an example. I started this channel, uploading devotionals, and, well, life got busy. I didn't recognize it at the time, but Satan was hard at work. That should have been the first sign I was living in purpose. Satan shows up to seed doubt, procrastination, etc. Anyway, I started finding excuses not to upload or create content. And as soon as I would make an excuse, valid or not, I started getting anxiety and couldn't sleep. Literally, it was almost haunting me in a weird way. So I would get it together and record, and immediately would feel better. That nagging feeling was about God, making it uncomfortable for me to live outside of His purpose. My advice to you, if you're wanting to live in God's purpose, is simple. Be open, be willing, and expect Him to use you. God can use you for literally anything. Something that seems insignificant to you can literally be life-changing for someone else. Pray and ask God to work through you for His purpose.